Yo, what's up, y'all? It's your boy Really Read Reviews from 80 Ways Media, and this is the 80 Ways Media podcast show. Please drop a like, share, subscribe, comment on this video. What's up, y'all? So today we're gonna mix things up a little bit, and we're gonna talk about Generation Z. Gen Z. There's a new TikTok trend. Something about some freeze dried blood or something like that, man. We about to get into it straight up, man, because this is crazy, yo. Now, I do got some thoughts about this whole thing that Gen Z, millennials, I am a millennial, uh, and it's crazy, man. But we about to just get right into it. Let's do it. So, what they're talking about is new Gen Z trend on TikTok called free bleeding. No pads during time of the month. Now, before I even read this, the first thing I'm thinking of, no pads during your time of the month. All I can think about is, bleeding. Like girls bleeding through their clothes. That's all I could think about. So I'm gonna see what trend could this possibly be, other than you just bleeding through your clothes. You know what I'm saying? Which even when I grew up with sisters, even when I used to see it, I used to tell them like, "Hey, look, you bleeding." Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out what kind of trend is y'all making this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So let's read this, man. 'Cause this is crazy. There's a new trend on TikTok that's growing. It's called free bleeding. Damn. In the trend, media takeout learned that women are eschewing the use of sanitary pads or tampons during that time of the month. Instead, they allow nature to do what it does. This trend has become a popular topic of controversy on the social media platform TikTok. Young women are sharing their experiences. The popular TikToker Charlie explained to her followers that she started free bleeding, and while she says she knew it was an insane choice, she added that it was healthy and she saved money by doing it. So let's see what this girl talking about.
Just like the fucking audio. And I knew it. Some of you guys are actually asking, what does free bleeding actually mean and how can you actually do it?
Yeah, what does it
Free
mean?
bleeding is when you don't block the flow at all, not even with the pads or the underwear. So I try to free bleed, which means I stay at home when I'm on my period and I intentionally don't go out to the store, don't go out to restaurants. Like I stay home and bleed because that's what my body is doing and I honor that. And if I do have to go out, then I will use the absorbable underwear. Hell no, am I ever going to stick something inside of me while I'm bleeding? No. So if I'm at home and I'm on my period, then I just lay in bed with a towel or on my couch with a towel. I actually really love the feeling of cramps and like the contractions of like birthing the uterine lining. The whole point of free bleeding is to just tune into what your body is actually doing and honor that process. This makes my periods orgasmic.
Whoa, whoa! Let's watch that again. Let's watch that again. Oh my goodness, why is this pop up coming up, yo? What the fuck? Hold on. Cause I'm gonna have to reload the page. We gotta watch that again. What was that?
So some of you guys are acting so pressed, just like the fucking audio. And I knew it. Some of you guys are actually asking, what does free bleeding actually mean and how can you actually do it? So free bleeding is when you don't block the flow at all, not
Okay, I
even
can
with
understand that.
the
Not
pads
blocking the
or the
flow.
underwear. So I try to free bleed, which means I stay at home when I'm on my period and I intentionally don't go out to the store, don't go out to restaurants. Like I stay home and bleed because that's what my body is doing and I honor that. And if I do have to go out, then I will use the absorbable underwear. Hell no, am I ever going to stick something inside of me while I'm bleeding? No. So if I'm at home and I'm on my period, then I just lay in bed with a towel or on my couch with a towel. I actually really love the feeling of cramps and like the contractions of like birthing the uterine lining. The whole
Wow.
point of free bleeding is to
I
just
thought
tune
that
into
hurt.
what your body is actually doing and honor that process. This makes my periods orgasmic.
All right, so this ain't really a subject I should even be talking on, but I am gonna say my thoughts on whatever she's talking about, man. Let's. I mean, it says she's not alone. TikToker Annette talked through her process of free bleeding and said that when she's on her period, she doesn't leave the house because she wants to honor her body. TikTok creator Hannah went viral when she claimed that after she transitioned to free bleeding, her period was lighter than ever. So let's get into this touchy subject because this is crazy. So first thing I'm gonna point out is the fact that they're blaming the whole Gen Z on what one Gen Z or a few Gen Zers are deciding to do. All right. Second, I'm not gonna talk about it as if it's bad because shit, we don't as a man we don't bleed, so we don't know if sticking something up there is constricting the flow or doing something to discomfort the woman. We don't know. Like we have no idea. I've been seeing pads. I grew up with women, so I've been seeing pads around my house all the time. And so what Gen Z is doing is, well, what these Gen Zers are doing, are they're really taking this naturalistic thing to the core, man. I mean, Gen Z is kind of what broke out the whole woke. Well, it started with millennials, but Gen Z has taken everything is going from here to here with them because when they attack on something, they're going crazy about it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's stuff that us as millennials already know, but we didn't stand out because the generation before us wasn't talking about none of this stuff. So we kind of started talking about it and it was just in the discussion. And then when Gen Z comes along, they start, oh, we're gonna put this in your face and da 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 da, and it's like it's crazy. And they to me they're more aggressive. They're more and they definitely stand for this stuff. But I can't really say that I think that it's a bad thing that she's free bleeding because it's a biological thing. So if don't please don't go in public though, because they are gonna say something about you. So if you don't care what the public thinks and you just want to walk around bleeding, go ahead. But they gonna say something about you, men and women alike. They're gonna be like, no, you need to put on a pad. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I can't see how not restricting the blood would change something. You know what I'm saying? It would change something. That's all I'm gonna say. But Will, do you think that I think anybody that I know, anybody that I talk to, my sisters or family, they're gonna be like, hell no, I'm wearing a pad. Uh, but yeah, but I just wanted to talk about this because Gen Z is taking this stuff to another level, yo. They taking naturalistic shit to another level, to levels that when we took it there, we didn't take it to social media. We had social media too, millennials. We didn't take it to social media. We didn't make pages strictly for that. You know what I'm saying? This all goes back to, I can understand wanting to be more natural. Just like, okay, well, this is how my body's supposed to work. There were no pads back in the day when they started this bleeding shit. So why would I try to constrict it? Well, it was so when you go out in public, people don't have to keep pointing at you to say, why are you bleeding? You're bleeding. Da 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 da. It's a mental thing. But like I said, I'm not a woman. I don't bleed. You know what I'm saying? I don't wear pads, so I can't say anything bad about it. If I see somebody bleeding now, I'm gonna ask them, are they freeze bleeding or whatever the fuck they just said it was. I'm gonna ask them, are they freeze bleeding now? You know what I'm saying? If I see somebody bleeding, before I say, hey, look, you got problem, you need to go to the bathroom, I'm gonna be like, hey, are you freeze bleeding? Before I tell you that you're bleeding through your pants. You know what I'm saying? And I could just immediately think of them wearing white for some reason. I don't know why. You know what I'm saying? But this been your boy Really Reek, man. There's some crazy stuff going on in the TikTok world, man. So y'all go ahead and make sure y'all tag me or send me anything in the comments about what you know about what's going on in the TikTok show, and I will put it into my show. So that's been the end of this video, man. I'm gone.